Hello guys, I'm recording this video again because I forgot to unmute the OBS recorder. It was on mute. I don't know why, but here we go again. I'm gonna go ahead and review the trades for the S&P 500 futures for January 6th, 2026. Today was a pretty good day. A lot of good setups compared to yesterday. Yesterday was not really that great. However, I was feeling kind of sick. I'll upload the live stream later on today, and I'm sorry if you guys see me out of it, but I guess I was just feeling sick. I did enter one trade, but this is a lesson that I learned today. Once you enter a trade, it just stay on that trade. Like take the loss or take the win, like either or. Just I need to stop doing that shit. But anyways, guys, we're gonna go ahead and review the S&P 500 contracts. We're gonna go ahead and review the first setup of the day, which was this one right here. That you see my highlighting on the screen. It happened around 8:52. What I was looking for was a continuation, which pretty much means that we have a massive rejection of the sellers, especially whenever you're coming to a supply level, and then you see aggressive selling coming in right afterwards. Okay, so we're gonna jump into the book map. We're gonna go and see exactly what happened right there at that point. That was at 8:52. I said, yeah, 8:52. So 8:50. Let's jump in right here. Let's make sure everything is set up properly. Okay. Let's slow this down. And then right here, we're going to see exactly what happens. I'm going to get to 152 and then I'm going to slow it down. Again, we're coming with a lot of aggressive selling into a supply zone. Now we're going to see a lot of aggressive rejection. And this is right here what I'm talking about. Like you're going to see in a second. Gonna see a rejection, and then look at what happened. It's so aggressive, and then boom, right there. You saw that right there. It's so aggressive, but it's not being rewarded. And at that point, just go long. It's not being rewarded. And then boom, it takes it all the way up. Pretty cool trade. That would have been the first one. It always happens. I mean, nothing in the market is for sure. Again, but this one right here could have been a really great setup. Get rid of this. So let's say if I would have entered right here when this candle closed, literally no drawdown, and it could have been a really nice 3-to-1. All right, so it would have been a really nice trade. Okay, second trade of the day was gonna be this one right here. Again, I didn't think that we were gonna go straight up and then break and retest. This looks more like a failed breakout to me, just because of the way the candles are. Again, like it's a lot of battle between buyers and sellers, and then we have this massive consecutive selling over here, as you can see right here, right? So once it gets into my area, I see that it is taking liquidity that is resting right here on this zone, and I entered that trade. But as soon as I saw that, like for example, like right here on this green candle, it went all the way back down, and then once I saw the aggressive selling pushing it up, I got so emotional, I guess, so dumb. Like I should have just let the trade be and be comfortable with losing. That's something that I need to really work on, is just being comfortable with losing. But anyways, guys, that's gonna be the second trade for the day, and we're gonna jump into the book map and see how that looks like. That happened around 9:36. Again, there is nothing specific that happens or like a pattern that I see, is most just observing the whole picture of, the candles, the failed breakouts, supply level. And lately the markets have been doing a lot of that. Every time they hit a supply level, it's a failed breakout. Then it never breaks it on the first time. It always has to come back. And right here is the example of it. It comes back and takes it all the way up. All right. Okay, so another thing is that I just saw this right here. It looks like a lot of selling. 924 orders, 696 orders, 678 contracts, 1095 contracts. I mean, I do see a lot of buying, but I just don't see it being rewarded. And I always see that every time that the sellers try to push it up, I mean, the buyers try to push it up, sellers bring it down. And right here, this one was the one that I was just like, okay, it's time to take it down. Once it got into my zone and I saw some of that liquidity being taken, I was more than confident enough to actually enter the trade, but I was not confident enough to stay on the fucking trade. Anyways, but yeah, and we're gonna go ahead and speed it up. And as you can see, it is just taking liquidity. It is just taking liquidity. You see, buyers are trying to push up, but they're not being rewarded. They ain't being rewarded. And then boom, it just takes the market down. Okay, and then we're gonna go to the third setup. I'm sorry if I'm going a little bit too fast, but I already went through these ones. And it's right here, this one. Again, this level is significant just because, again, you see the displacement right here. And earlier in the, like, you take a look at this right here. We do have a low volume node, fair value, FVG, fair value gap, whatever you want to call it. Is right there. So it is a significant level. And plus this level, again, if you watch my pre-market video, you guys know that that level was something that I was not really going to be looking to take a trade off of the start of the session. But given this context of this massive buying coming from here, it became a significant level for me to be interested on. So yeah, let's jump in. It's 10:07, 10:08. Let's rewind it a little bit. Okay. Massive selling into that area, and then boom, we have a massive buying order right there. And then we see that it does not take the liquidity. I mean, maybe it does. Maybe it does take the liquidity a little bit. It does take that liquidity, but it doesn't push the price lower. And then now we see that it's struggling. Then I guess that a good point to take it in is once we see aggressive selling coming in, I mean buying coming in, which will be right around 10:09 or 10:10. Let me see. Yeah, right around there it happens. Right there. Right there. It could have been that that would be your trigger right there. Seeing those aggressive orders coming in. Yeah. And that would have been the session for today. Honestly, those would have been the only three trades that I would have taken today. Nothing more, nothing less. And I would have called it a day. But anyways, guys, if you guys like the content, if you guys like more of these reviews or trade recaps, let me know in the comments. Give a like, subscribe, support me if you like it. If you have any suggestions about the content that I make, feel free to leave your suggestions down in the comments. I will really appreciate it. And like I said, hope you guys make some money out there on the markets, and we'll see you tomorrow. Take care.